Welcome back, everybody, to the Say It Twice podcast. We are your hosts. My name is Byron.
My name's Guy.
Eli.
And finally, Guy has come back to the podcast. Apologies for his absences. He's been busy, doing his thing.
Life stuff.
Yeah, life
Nothing
stuff.
important at all.
That's tough.
That's tough.
But he's finally back. So we finally got the crew back together, and it's going to be a great episode. I'm very excited.
I ain't gonna lie. Watching Dot on those old videos, bro. Obviously, thank you, Dot and Karen, for
About to take your spot.
He was.
Bro, Dot was. Some of Dot's,
it was funny.
They
yeah,
did really well.
And
they did really well.
It was one of those things where I was watching them, and I'd be like, damn, those are so good. But then, on the side, I'm like, damn, fuck this nigga. They're too good. I was praying on his downfall.
You better be glad y'all know one on.
Yeah, I know, right?
When we get an extra mic, we're going to have him on, and we're going to have a light skin off. Whoever is better.
Nah. None of that. No.
We're going to have a light skin off. Whoever wins is the real guy.
He lives in Fisher, so
no,
it wouldn't be no
he's
shit.
He's 15 minutes from us. He's not far at all.
Good to know. I'm back. He kept my seat warm for me. That's all that matters.
Rotating chair.
Want to tell that to Karen, too?
They did. They both did. Karen, they both kept my seat warm, so.
Anyways, glad to have you back. He's in college doing his thing. But I'm going to move on to the first segment that I've been calling Mental Health Check. Which
okay.
I'm sure you very well know. But just life updates, whatever's going on is going on. But yeah, so Guy, how you been? How's life going?
Been good. I've been really good. Been busy a lot, especially since this is my last year of school now. I just got back, or recently got back from my summer job, which you guys know, work at that summer camp. Had a great time this year, got that promotion again. I was big time boss this time. So so I was in charge of an entire campus of 20 staff members and over 88 kids. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so I was just making schedules and running meetings and dealing with some conflicts and stuff. So it was good with that. And then being back here now, I was thinking senior year was going to be just kind of a breeze, but no, not
at all.
I picked up a minor, and so now I'm doing a bunch of this other design classes, and this past week I did that competition where my group created that design for this VR space, and we made it to the finals, and we got second place. So
y'all got second place,
bro. I'm so bitter about this. I've been wanting to talk to you about this. I was trying to lose with grace, remain humble, but it was fine. I was bitter for a minute. I was trying to lose with grace, and then after the competition, one of the judges walked up to my team afterwards and was just like, "You guys did a great job with your presentation. I love your idea." It was like, "I've got some contacts for artists we can get you." But yeah, we didn't win. Got second. Apparently he literally was like, "You guys were this close." He's like, "You were right there." I was like, "Bro, don't tell me that." I don't want to hear that. But yeah, no, I've been doing good. Been on a different vibe lately with people too. So nah, but like what I was telling y'all before about angry mentality. I'm not angry, but I'm not taking shit no more. Yeah,
it's about damn time.
I know y'all. You both know me, and for the longest time
we trained him.
Yeah, you did.
Raised him well.
I like to think I'm bringing out my inner Eli. I'm always I've got three different moods. I've got me, I've got Byron, and then when I'm
okay,
why am I the extreme?
Yeah, why is it him? Because did he ever
No,
I've never gone off on nobody.
I wouldn't say no.
Have. Go ahead.
I wouldn't. Okay, so I wouldn't say you're the extreme as they're about to get it. No, I'm thinking more in terms of
standing on business.
The whole I just don't give a fuck anymore. Do your thing, bro. I don't give a fuck. But no, I've just for the longest time, y'all know, I was the person who always made every day everything about my friends, my people, and never really focused on myself all that much. I was always thinking about how to do stuff with you guys and everybody else. I don't know. I've just had some experiences lately that were kind of pushing me to the edge a little bit, where I've just been feeling like I've been being used by people, and I when you have the realization that you're a doormat, it sucks.
It does.
And the day that I realized that, which was it was a while ago, it wasn't recent, but the day I realized that, like, I wanted to like punch a brick wall like crazy. Like, I just wanted to be like, I can't believe I was fucking doing this. But nah, like, so lately now, like, I'm at the point where I'm talking to everyone out there, everyone listening, like, if I fuck with you, I fuck with you, but just know I am no longer, don't ask me to be, I'm over it. I'm no longer bending over backwards for nobody, bro. Yes, you can keep this shit in, bro. I don't give a fuck. Like, this is a PSA, bro.
What's standing on business?
Standing on business. Just know, like,
standing on business.
I'm always there for my people. I'm always there. I will do what I need to do to, like, help you out, be there for you. But, like, from now on, if I ain't getting the same energy back, like, just know, like, I don't fuck with you.
Bro, stand on business, nigga. Fuck you talking back.
Like, I'm fucking over this.
Stand on business, bro.
It's just so exhausting because
it is.
Like, why am I giving all this time and energy to these like, to anybody out there, and they're not giving me the same shit back?
Yeah.
And then we're gonna call each other. Nah, bro. It's ridiculous.
It's about goddamn time.
I know. And but at the same time, though, I've been trying to calm myself down with that.
Yeah, you can get a little. You can snip.
Oh,
you
bro.
You can't snip everybody at once.
No, yeah. So I've already, like, I've had some recent stuff and some long past stuff. But for the recent stuff, I'm just going to say this also because there are people who do listen to this, and they'll probably think that I'm talking about them.
Uh-huh.
For the people with the recent stuff, y'all know who you are. I've talked to you. If you received a phone call from me, if we've been talking, whatever, like, just know, like, we're fine. Like, we're good. It's more, and y'all know who you are. But I'm just over it, bro. I'm just over all the bullshit. So, but I'm done. Like, and it kind of goes back to when we had those conversations when we were all living together. Like, remember when you used to say all the time, like, I'm done making new friends.
Yes.
Like, I'm at that point now. Like, I'm not out here trying to meet new people, make new friends, any of that. Like,
yeah,
it's just not worth it to me.
Yeah, no, it's not. And when I reached that point, it was hard to, like you mentioned, when you reach the point where you feel like a doormat.
Yeah.
And you spend, like, all this energy. And I don't feel like I was ever, like, at the point where I feel like I was overreaching for anybody, but I definitely got to a point where I was letting relationships fade away. And, like, the ones that, if we kept up, cool. And honestly, it's a different dynamic with everybody. Like, me and Eli don't text every day.
No.
Like, we don't text every day.
No.
But we're literally like brothers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I can treat certain relationships like that to where we don't have to, like, hate each other up every day. But it's like,
when I call you,
we don't miss a beat.
No, we don't miss a beat. Eli will call me when he's pissed off about Ohio State. I'll call him when I'm pissed off about the goddamn Chargers. And you'll call me, like, with whatever you need to, and I'll pick up and I'll answer. And if I miss the call, I'll call you back.
Right. Exactly,
you know And we have a relationship like that because it's been built over time. But some just aren't, and that's okay.
And that is okay, yeah.
And the ones that, you know, maybe for a time I invested a lot into, or, like, we were close for the situation that we were in, the proximity, like, I'll use an example. We was on Vine Street and we had those neighbors.
Right.
Saw them, like,
that was cool.
And no knock on them. Cool.
No, awesome. They
awesome people, but like,
haven't heard from them since.
No.
I don't remember.
I'm cool with
that. I don't remember.
I feel like there was an Eric.
There was definitely an Eric.
I think.
Bro, I don't
probably
even
a Mark.
Listen, you want to know how far removed I don't remember their names, and that's no disrespect, but I don't remember who they are.
No. I remember the experiences. Were great.
Amazing.
I'll never forget my mom. We were sitting after the game, and we had, like, partied with them recently or something, maybe like even the day before. And my mom was over, we were watching a movie or something, and they come knocking on the door.
Bro.
And I open the door. He peek his hand through with a Corona. I know y'all want to party.
I remember, yeah.
Dude, I know you want to party, dude. And
listen,
I was like,
as
dude,
soon as your mom left, I was like, oh, it's up.
Bro, those were the times.
Those were,
and for the times and the proximity that we were within each other, we spent our time together. It was respect. It was joy. It was peace. It was love. It was cool.
Made
but
experiences.
I'm not. Yeah, but I'm not gonna, like, go out of my way. Oh, it's got to happen again. Like, we got to keep
the relationship. What relationship, bro? Like, it is what it was.
It is what it is. We good.
Moving
Go our
on.
separate ways.
That's what makes it all the more sweeter.
Yes,
Yes,
because
exactly.
it was for that time, and now that time is done.
Exactly.
And now I'm not trying to like, I don't know, because like when we talked earlier, like when we left Vine Street, like for you, I feel like we spent a lot of our time at the Century trying to
recreate.
exactly.
But the Century that was not the right environment.
No, it wasn't.
it
And
wasn't.
I wouldn't even say like we overreached to do it. Like we had our good times at the Century, but they were just not the times at Vine Street. And they're not worse. They're just different.
It's just different.
And I feel like that's what I've grown past is trying to relive and recreate experiences because they were fun. And like they're fun, the joyful, the great. And I would honestly relate that to going out. I hate going out.
I can't do it now.
Dog.
I get
hate
the thought of going out makes me sick to my stomach.
I hate going out.
Anytime this man texts me like, "Hey, me and Yana and so are going," I'm just like, I'm like, if it's like if it's in the house or something, you don't even gotta ask me twice.
Yeah, I'll be there.
But I gotta ask this thing: are we going to bars?
Okay.
Like,
So, okay, the thought of just going out, dead. But if it's like, if you're like, hey, Guy, Yana, Eli, and so are gonna be there.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I'll do it.
I'll be there.
Am I gonna pitch the idea? I mean, well, yeah, I pitched the idea.
No.
With certain people, yes. But I'm not gonna like go out of my way and say, oh man, we gotta go out. It's been too. No, I'm past that.
There's
Very
nothing
much
to
past that.
like. I'm sorry, but we went out so much when we lived at Vine
We
Street.
lived a hop, skip, and a jump from the liquor store.
Exactly. Right across the street.
Don't even
3
remind
steps,
me.
bro.
Brody.
And like we went out so much and it was so fun, but even like towards the end of living on Vine, like it was becoming repetitive and it was
Yeah.
the same thing. It was the same people every night that we would just happen to run into.
Yep.
And so like it just wasn't special anymore. And then like fast forward to now, I go out and like once in a while, and when I go out, it's still the same thing.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed. Like
It
new faces.
sucks.
It's just not it, bro.
sucks.
I have more fun getting fucked up in the house.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Uh-huh.
Like
I'm not
I would have much
Yeah.
more fun getting messed up in the house because I feel like I can be myself a little
okay.
bit
So
more.
when you say like in the house, like having people at the house getting fucked up, or like just
yes,
Yeah.
well both, but
I very much prefer like can we
A
we go
kickback.
to it? Yeah.
no, I
kickback.
can do kickbacks.
Yeah.
I love those. I would much rather have a kickback
Mhm.
than anything else.
I honestly, even on Vine Street, our kickbacks were fucking
They were
awesome.
They always turned into parties.
They always turn into parties.
Yeah.
I mean, they only like turn into like legit parties, like like 3 or 4 times.
A few times.
Like actually, no, quite a few times. But I much preferred our kickbacks to when we would go out.
We actually we were kind of doing 2 in 1 because the
started as a
night would
kickback.
start out wild, a lot of people, a party,
Yeah,
and then once everybody cleared out, it became a kickback,
yeah.
and we were just chilling.
Bro, that place was so magical. Like I
It
don't
was.
think we
Dog.
didn't
It
we
was
didn't
it was
realize
everything we created it to be.
Right.
But we also I don't think we realized the potential of that place because I remember the first week we were living there, we had those speakers hooked up and we were playing music and that group of whoever they randomly pulled up and we were sitting at on our couch. We were all just playing Mortal Kombat or like we're playing something, and we get a knock on the door, and there is like
I honestly hate this story.
I hate it too because
It
I was
so-
embarrassed, bro.
I was embarrassed too because
Yeah.
I was we
Why?
weren't prepared for that.
We
at all.
weren't.
We didn't have any alcohol.
Guy, why didn't you? stop me?
But like what happened? So let me explain
had
it.
no
Let me explain it.
alcohol.
Let me tell them what
Why
happened.
did we let
I
them
don't.
in?
You were because we were like let's get it popping. So basically we were playing Mortal Kombat. Sitting just listening to music playing loud. A group of like maybe
gonna
15, 20 people. I know, yeah, 15, 20 people pulled up, knocked on our door. They heard the music outside, and they were just
15,
like,
20 niggas.
yeah, and they were like, is there a party going on here? And we were like,
I just looked at Guy. I look at Byron. I'm like, I look at the TV. I'm just like, does it look like there's a party going
Like we were
on?
literally just in our element playing MK, and
Just
like
chilling.
I don't even think we even got a chance to tell them no because we opened that door
They
and they
walked
just
in.
came in.
It just like a fly. I was like,
And so we're all three just sitting on the couch, just sitting there looking at each other like, what do we do? Like we are not prepared. We have no alcohol. We have like we
They
got
caught us
music.
off guard for real.
Like we were not ready
We were
for
so
that.
caught off guard.
So caught off guard.
And like we were there for like maybe 30 minutes too.
No, less than that.
It was.
You
It,
thought?
had, it was less than. I
I
think it was
remember
less
I
than
went
that.
upstairs and when I came down, they were gone.
Yeah, bro. Oh, I remember like there were like 4 random girls just went upstairs to our bathroom and they were in there for a hot minute.
What?
You don't remember that?
No.
Yes, bro. They went upstairs and they were in like Eli and mine's bathroom at the time, like for like a long time. I think that's why they were there for so long because they were waiting for the people upstairs. And I honestly thought they were doing coke in our bathroom, but I don't. They probably weren't. I don't know, but it was
Never again.
Never again. But after that, we were prepared. We were ready for whatever
Very
came
much
our way.
prepared.
But
And I'm not gonna get into how it ended because it still pisses me off to this day. I ain't gonna lie.
What?
You getting COVID?
You were pissed off.
Yes.
I don't want to hear it.
I can't lie. That was a horrible 2 weeks.
It was.
I don't want to hear it, bro.
That was a
Bro, I never forget.
because
I
I
wanna hear
ended
it.
up
Never
getting because
forget.
I ended up having to go into quarantine too.
And that made me even more sick, bro.
Yeah, I'll never
was
forget.
not happy.
You playing the party of the century,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll never forget because like me and Angle, me and Eli were so annoyed. We were so annoyed with you.
No,
but-
because we told your ass not
Yeah.
to go to Ball State. That's why you got
that's
sick.
that's what happened.
Because we
was.
told you not to go up there.
It was Ball State. It was Ball State.
But bro, I'll never forget. We were so angry, but when when that fire truck came to pick you up,
I was like,
Angle, that was like some anime somebody died sadness. Watches you because you had to pack your little bag.
he was like, I'll see you guys later.
We were like, what are you doing?
I was like, a day
the
later.
fire department came.
No, look, not even 24 hours later,
You
I test positive.
Uh-huh.
And I had to move out of my own apartment.
But here's the bullshit part, though. I don't think I really was sick, in my personal
I
opinion.
mean, you might have just
because
like, you weren't showing symptoms.
No, because the week before, I went and got my COVID shot.
Uh-huh.
And you know how some people, after getting their COVID shot,
they test
were
positive.
testing positive and exhibiting symptoms. I got my COVID shot a week before. The week Guy got sick, I got my shot.
Yeah.
I got sick the night after he left.
Well, so I had gotten my shot recently too. So
like literally right after that,
Yeah.
I got sick. I was like, there's no fucking way. I was like, I just got the shot, and y'all are saying there could be like some false positives.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to go on quarantine.
I was
for
so
this.
Oh,
angry.
y'all were, bro. I know y'all were angry, but like you
Had to
don't
go
understand.
upstairs. No, I had the whole fucking.
You had the
apartment
second-
to
yeah.
myself.
Yeah, because I had to move out.
He had to leave. I didn't go upstairs his area, but I disinfected every time I
I
went
came in
down.
back every once in a while, put on some disinfectant gloves, marched upstairs and grabbed some shit with a mask on.
He was like, "You good?"
He
I'm
was-
like,
I
"Yeah."
just throw him in with a mask on, bro. You good? And then he
Oh,
laid in
chilling.
bed on his back. Yeah.
Bro, to this
I'm
day.
sick, man. That 2 weeks was
That
horrible.
was horrible.
They-
That was horrible too.
Bro,
You know, we can speak.
Let's
Why don't you come home and hang with us? Jesus.
Because you know I'm
'Cause he in
busy,
school.
bro.
Busy doing what? 100%ing Spider-Man?
Well, besides that, shut up. You know that is
Come
important.
on.
You know that's
So-
important.
Oh, so Spider-Man's more important than fucking hanging out with your brothers now, huh? And you talking about, oh, I've been busy. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have
Besides,
time. Oh, I won't be
that
home
was
this
me
weekend.
finding. You know when I played Spider-Man, I played that at like 1 a.m. every night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. When that was the only time I really
Hold on,
had like
is
free
it
time.
Friday or Saturday night?
Friday or Saturday night, like when I played. No, I'm talking about during the weekdays and shit. The weekends and
What do you
stuff.
do on the weekends?
So weekends, like, okay, listen. You know when you get into a relationship, there.
See, now that I'm on the other side, I don't want to hear that.
No, I know. But you know, like when you get into a relationship and stuff, like there's a lot of your stuff that you need to do, but also like the stuff of your significant other as well. So like,
you not gonna contribute. So
I'm not gonna contribute.
Well, you're
To
probably.
what?
Are you just gonna sit? You're probably gonna sit there in silence. We need to come with a schedule.
no,
Oh
no.
yeah, definitely no. Do
Exactly.
y'all. I don't need no
See,
fucking schedule.
exactly.
No, yeah.
See, that's why I save you the trouble
But
of showing up.
But yeah, but
See, I know this. You gotta trust me.
I've been
You need to
in.
come with a schedule. This is boys' time. This is guys' time.
But I'm not gonna.
Outside of the podcast, this can't be the only boys' time. that
No,
we
it
get,
can't.
guy.
You know how, I know. You just know
got
how
here.
it be. You know how it be. You find that person who you like just. You just want to be around them 24/7.
I'm not here for the hunky dory.
I know. But I just want to do everything. I just want to do everything she does, and I know she wants to do everything I do.
Yeah.
And so
I have the same phase.
Yeah, and we've been good.
Right the fuck off.
We've lately.
Is that what I have to look forward to?
Well, at first, nah, but like we've lately
Just become
we've
a man
been
of God. And be ready for the time.
My struggle is gonna getting that bitch off the ground.
You went off the ground.
Like relationship when that
Oh,
comes.
I thought you were talking about the girl. I was like,
yeah, I was like, what did you do?
I was like, you talking about?
No.
I was like, damn, nigga, relax.
Orbital.
I was saying anyway. Like when I finally
get a relationship,
and that'll be the day.
It will.
We're gonna have a party.
Oh yeah, we will. And we'll invite. We're gonna invite her there. We're gonna give you like a party hat and like streamers, and she'll be like, "What's the party for?" And we won't tell her. We won't tell her what it is.
Bro, I'm gonna sell you to your girl so hard.
Mm-hmm.
So hard. You have no idea. This my nigga. This my bitch. This my brother. You ain't know. This the good, coolest nigga ever. Yeah.
Man gave me his kidney, bro. I was
man,
dying.
I was dying. I'm like, this is a scar. And it's gonna be like some drama.
see it's all gonna depend on what kind of like.
Okay.
We've already had this discussion.
Hang on. If
I
she's
don't
the
know.
girl you keep
I don't know.
describing,
I don't
me and that
know.
girl are gonna fight.
I'm gonna fight too.
I don't think it's gonna be what I described to be completely.
It better
honest.
not.
I hope not.
I don't think it's gonna be what I described.
I'm gonna be like, she gotta go, or you come solo. I'm gonna ask her one question. She'd be like, "Fuck you say to me, guy," and be like, "Bro, I didn't say nothing to you. Like, chill the fuck out."
I don't
like
understand.
chill the fuck
I
out.
think you guys took it to the extreme.
No, but that's what you described.
That's what you described. Here's my problem. I'm not backing down from your girlfriend.
No, I'm not backing down either.
I'll fight your girlfriend. I will fight her.
Equal lefts and rights.
On me.
I'm gonna be dead ass. She ain't gonna
Share
be like that at all.
share these fists. Like,
I think I might have just been joking.
I hope you were, bro.
Eli, you were dead ass when you say you want a short, thick Latina girl with an attitude.
With attitude.
Well, when I say attitude, I don't mean
You want her to play back and forth with you, right? Like,
yeah, I do gotta have. I do kind of want to banter.
yeah.
I know.
All right. What you said you had a question to pose to us.
I have a new segment
Okay.
that I'm calling Question of the Day.
Question of the day.
Is this the question I'm not supposed to like?
Not that you're not supposed to. You're not going to. You're not gonna like it.
Okay.
Anyways, so I'm gonna paint the scenario for you.
Okay.
This is probably the stupidest.
It's gonna be
question
so dumb, bro. If this is like, is a hot dog a taco or a sandwich, bro? I swear to.
You might as well just cut the camera off.
It might be worse than that.
Oh my!
Because a hot dog taco. All right, so let me paint this picture for you. Let's say we're on for again, completely hypothetical. So is it unrealistic? Absolutely, but I just need you to bear with me. All right. So say we're marching through the Amazon rainforest or some shit, and it's just us three. Somebody gets bit in the dick by a poisonous snake, and you gotta suck out the poison.
Oh my god!
For him to survive.
I'm not doing it.
You're just gonna let us die?
I'm not doing it.
I need you to think. I need you to think seriously about this. I need you to think seriously about this.
GG's.
I need you to think about this.
Think.
Like, yeah.
Think.
Yes,
No, like,
okay, just think.
There will be no head involved. I'm not thinking.
Okay. Just imagine. So, like,
No.
I get bit. You just gonna let me die?
Good luck.
What do you mean good luck? You just gonna let me die?
First of all.
And why the fuck are you silent? You're gonna let me die too? You're there.
I'm just trying to think about it, cause like.
You're thinking about it?
Nah.
Well, okay, you have
listen,
to think.
listen.
Okay.
Because like it's
I'm
not.
just gonna
give him
let
head
you
2
die.
times over.
So listen. If you're thinking like you gotta give him straight head.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
If
You're
it's like,
imagining that it is like.
if it's like right here, if it's like on the side, bro.
I'm not demonstrating.
I'm not even gonna demonstrate.
You're imagining that.
You don't have to put the whole thing in your mouth, but even still, like, I'm gonna do it. But we don't
You're
talk.
gonna do it?
We don't talk afterwards. We don't talk about it. I saved your life. Cool. Don't remind me.
First of all, we gotta think about that.
I'll do it. Yeah.
First
Bro,
of all,
how do you-
wait. Pause.
Bro.
Stop. We have to think about the snakes.
Uh-huh.
The species of snakes in the Amazon.
Okay.
Because obviously, I'm pretty sure there are venomous snakes everywhere.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know. I don't think the Amazon has them in abundance like you think they do.
Okay. Again, this is why I said completely hypothetical. That's why I said it's not realistic, because I knew you was gonna do some shit like this, talking about think about the snakes in the Amazon.
I'm just saying you would
Amazon
be more
is
likely to get bit by an anaconda, and at that point there's no sucking that needs to be involved.
Yeah, you don't get that out. There's no sucking involved.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
And I understand that, but that is not the scenario.
No.
First of all, how would you end up getting bit on the dick?
Okay,
anyway?
again,
you're
Eli,
digging.
That's
you're
why,
digging, bro.
Yeah, that's why I clarified.
Yeah.
Because you're avoiding the question. Completely hypothetical. I know it's not realistic. The Amazon was just a setting to give you an idea that we're in the forest and that there was a snake.
My parents listen to this podcast.
No civilization. Huh?
My parents listen to this podcast.
And
now they know.
Good luck, Charlie.
you really gonna let us die? If either one of us got bit, you would let us die?
Cut your dick off.
No.
Okay. Again. Completely hypothetical. The only option you have for someone to live. That's the question I'm asking.
I'm gonna lie.
Why is that the only option?
Because it's the question. If I give you a question that's like, oh, you can either suck
all I'm gonna say, bro,
I can't tell you how angry I'd be if I get bit in the dick by a snake, and you could either
save my life
suck out the
venom.
We're good. It's awkward for a bit, but I keep my dick. But you instead decide to hold my dick up, grab a machete, and chop that bitch off.
All I'm gonna say this too is if none of y'all ain't doing it, like I'm going to find the willpower to reach down there and do it myself. I straight up.
Guys, over with.
I don't care, bro. I am going to figure out a way to fold myself into a pretzel to get that shit out. If no one's willing to save my life, I'm gonna do it myself.
Okay, what you're not thinking about. So, because I've tried to suspend thoughts about this question to give it the most candid reaction that I can on the podcast. So I'm imagining if you get bit by a lethal poisonous snake, the person getting bit, you're in. First of all, you got bit in the dick.
So I'm like paralyzed
not even paralyzed from the poison. You are just in so much pain.
Can't even think straight.
So like let's say you get bit. You're on the ground. And me and I like his what's the word? Hypothetically, me and Eli are aware that the only solution is to suck it out or chop it off. So you're just sitting there just like in pain, and we're looking at each other just like, Or, I don't know, maybe Eli is immediately resorting to the machete, and I gotta, wait, stop. Like, don't do it yet. And then you're just like, please don't.
Let me die then. I don't want a machete, bro.
Okay, so would you rather, okay, let me ask you, Eli. If you got bit, if you're the one getting bit,
don't touch me.
So you'd rather we let you die? You'd rather we let you die than either chop it off.
We have no gear, nothing. We just out here.
Let's say we got
a
machete in our mouths. Only two options.
I've got a rock I can knock you out with, so you don't have to know what happened.
What do you mean know what happened? He's fucking dead. What do you mean no?
I'm gonna knock him out.
The next thing that's happening is he's meeing Jesus. He's going one of two directions.
No, I'm gonna knock him out so he doesn't know.
Doesn't know what?
That someone's giving him that dome, bro. like straight up, like.
You know what? In that scenario,
if
I get to knock you, no.
I'm gonna give you that old-fashioned Bill Cosby, that old-fashioned Bill Cosby treatment. It ain't a little pill, but it is. This will do the trick. It'll put you to sleep, bro.
Nah,
bro.
If I'm the one that didn't get bit, I would be in emotional and mental turmoil. Like just
see.
I would be like, I don't want.
Because there's a time limit. There's a time limit.
Like
he's not gonna. Like you got like 10 minutes.
20. Depending on what it was.
See,
20 minutes.
This is where the podcast be exposing ourselves. But I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'm in that situation, I have a snake bite on my dick. Someone has to suck it out. Someone's sucking, bro. I ain't thinking. I'm not like trying to think of get it out any way possible.
Somebody's sucking.
Someone's getting down on this.
Hey,
like someone is getting down on this.
That's so. I be God damn if one of y'all forced me
I
down
can't
there.
imagine if God's like, one of you niggas is doing it. And then we started, it's like, fuck, I don't want to get some goddamn head back to...
All of a sudden, you know, we've all like fought or wrestled before. You know, I'm not that strong, but in that scenario, I'm Hulk. You are.
Did you get bit sideways or head on?
Okay.
So just the tip.
Are you trying to decide which part you have to suck? Eli, at this point, it's okay. Here's the problem.
It's in your mouth, bro. You just gotta just
Here's the problem.
Like, imagine, like, what is it worse to do it this way?
Okay.
It's just meat, bro.
Or is it?
It's just meat.
It
At
ain't
the end of the
just
day,
meat.
it's just meat,
This
bro.
ain't
At the end of
just
the day,
meat.
it's skin.
This ain't just meat.
It's
So,
meat.
If you got bit in the arm, fuck it. I'll
It's
do
skin.
it.
So we talking like this way, right?
Here, Eli,
like that way.
you're not understanding what the
or
problem might
saying
be.
like.
The problem isn't The problem isn't where you got bit. The problem is if said bit person gets hard or not. That's the problem.
That's some bullshit.
That's the bullshit. That's the problem.
Dumbass question.
If it's
Why'd you think of this? Of all the questions.
no, I saw because I knew
He been missing us too long, bro.
I know
For real.
Okay, first of all, I knew it would trip y'all up.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
What? I have to ask a question. What? We just have some lame ass question.
No, I wasn't lame.
Yeah.
I just came. It was just
Yeah, it
stupid.
has to be a question to trip y'all up. But
Stupid.
it doesn't. It does. It's not
Yeah,
gonna
no.
be- it has to be stupid. But say it gets bit from the side. Is that better?
Hold on to it like corn on the cob.
Slightly.
Just a little,
Not much.
little.
But like we've been walking for probably a
it's-
long time.
Oh, it's sweaty.
It's
It's
sweating.
It's got some flavor to it for sure, bro.
Christ,
You dead.
Why you adding, see, now you adding a whole lot of detail.
You're dead. You's a dead bitch. They gonna tell you it's like how'd he die?
You know,
I
some
bit on his dick.
some spice makes
I'm
everything
saying,
nice, bro.
I think you made a really good point. Just knock him out.
Just knock me
No,
out.
you gotta just knock him out.
I ain't gonna lie. We decided to do it. It's like, God,
But like, I'm gonna be real.
go grab a rock.
But like, if I'm like I said, I'm being real with you. Like in that scenario, life or death, like I'm freaking out. You don't have to knock me out. Just
Like,
do
can
what
we
you got to
just-
do to help me out. Like that's it.
Isn't it possible to just squeeze?
It's not
just
milking
like-
a cow. So you're giving him an old fashioned.
No, not that. I'm just saying. I'm insinuating like this was on the side, okay, and you can just like
Twist it out.
squeeze, like
Wring it out like a wet
Right.
washcloth. Yeah.
just squeeze.
Nah, get to sucking, bro. I need y'all to suck that shit out.
I don't think that's ever worked.
How do you know?
I've never seen.
I guarantee.
anybody
I won't say I
have to do it.
guarantee you, but I would assume that scenario in which someone has gotten bit has happened and they've had to suck out the poison.
So I'm gonna suck the poison out just for me to end up
I ain't
poisoned.
gonna lie, that would be funny as shit.
That would be.
Yeah, you're dead. Like I said. Good luck, Charlie.
Damn.
Again, completely hypothetical scenario.
Well, that solved that debate.
But, Eli,
But
I
I'm
still don't
gonna
know if
save
Eli's
you just for me to die.
Okay, again, Eli, completely hypothetical.
No.
Realistically,
You're
yes.
dead.
Realistically,
You're dead.
you would die.
You're
But
dead.
in this hypothetical scenario, the only way to save your friend, your brother, your homie
You
is
are
to get to sucking.
dead.
Get to it.
You're dead.
Wait, are you actually you dead ass? You not doing it? You letting us die?
You letting yourself die?
You're out of here, buddy. I'm sorry. I will talk to. We will reconvene
I'ma meet you
at God's feet.
I'm gonna either
Okay.
meet you at the pearly gates and telling them not to let you in, or I'm gonna be waiting down in hell
I
with
would
a
actually
sign
be-
with your name on it, bro.
Because
I'm,
I'm
let him
dying
in, bro.
slowly. I'm very upset with you.
Yeah.
I'm very upset with you.
Yeah.
You're gonna be in pain. I don't know what to
I'm gonna
tell
be
you.
so in pain, betrayal,
Whew.
agony,
Damn.
all at the same time.
Good Lord.
Saint Peter
Ain't
don't
that,
let.
ain't that a bitch?
Fuck you.
Talk about Judas, huh?
Fuck. Yeah, that's you. Yeah, that's you.
Saint Peter don't let that nigga in, please. Please, I will
let
walk
him
him down myself.
I'm literally erasing you from God's book. If I get in, I have one request. Let me see.
But how you gonna get him before me when we all gonna be there on Judgment Day?
I'll be first in line. Make sure I cut the line, bro.
Yeah, guy, you are going after me. If it's alphabetical order, that is. You know.
I'd be
I don't
down
know how
if it's
that's
alphabetical
You
order.
be first. You be before us.
I know.
Yeah,
but-
you would be.
Okay, but there's probably billions of people before me.
Yeah.
So
What do you mean? So that's a long time.
you ain't got time. You
got
have
nowhere.
eternity. You literally ain't got nowhere else to be.
I technically do. I'm just not sure if I want to get there faster or slower.
I'd slow, bro. I'm gonna be trying to just like.
Would y'all be
enjoy-
okay with purgatory?
Yes.
Not
Is-
up or
okay.
down?
Yes. If I
Well,
can't
it's
if I
limited
can't
time, isn't it?
I don't know.
if I
don't-
can't
don't
go
know.
up, and I have the option of either just going to purgatory or going down, I'm picking purgatory.
Well, purgatory is kind of like
a
for
waiting
those
room.
who are. Yes, but you also kind of, I guess.
I've heard that it's in some other people's religions, purgatory is like the first layer of hell. Like
So-
it's like the waiting room. It's like a sentence, and once you've served it enough, you can have a chance to be saved by God. And
That's my understanding of
Yeah.
purgatory, to where like you're not like all bad, but you're not all good. But in order to get into heaven, you spend a certain amount of time there in suffering. Not sure what that suffering is, or if it's as intense as the description of hell. But my understanding of it is that you spend your time there and then you go up to heaven,
Well, I guess.
in which I would 100%
And then-
choose that over hell.
I've also heard that it's kind of different depending on what your sin or whatever
Crime.
you
Yeah.
struggled
Yeah,
with
yeah.
was in life. Like if it's greed, you might have to do your purgatory might be something that deals with greed.
Mhm.
I don't know, but I'm just saying, like,
yeah, I'm going to purgatory.
Well, I personally don't believe in purgatory, but
What?
that's kind of true. But
If yeah,
like I said, they're dying.
I always just think of Steve Harvey's bit on Waiting in Line, and you see someone that you thought was gonna get into heaven go the other way.
Oh, you screwed. You are screwed.
I'll just go.
Because if they ain't get in, ain't no
I'm not
way.
getting in.
I'm not getting
Not getting in. They say you get to the front of the line. No,
Go to hell.
Jesus,
It's me, dog.
it's me. Jesus, they try to push you away. Jesus,
you know me. It's like
They walking you
I
down
don't know
the-
you, my
they
son.
walking you down the stairs.
ain't gonna lie, I'm grabbing for my life. Well, for my soul at that point. I ain't going down. Whatever angel is pushing me, I'll hang there for eternity. I'll hang there for eternity. See, that's why I gotta get right with God, man. I'm not. I refuse to be afraid to go to hell anymore. I refuse.
And that's
I
the thing
refuse.
too. The one thing I worry about a lot lately too is I don't want my fear of going to hell to be the reason why I start strengthening my
Yeah.
love with God. And
Yeah.
so, because lately I've been like thinking about that, like
Really?
a lot, and I've just been like, damn, like I want to start going to church. I want to start doing stuff, but I know part of the reason why I'm doing this right now is because I'm actually terrified of going down, and like I just don't know how to separate my fear of that from actually my desire to want to learn more. So I don't know. It's something I need to like work on internally more first, but I would love to not go to hell, but I would also love to want to start going to church more without that fear. So I, need
I mean,
figure
like,
that
to be
out,
honest
yeah.
with you, I think there is a healthy amount of fear you should have for hell. Because if you read how it's described in the Bible, it is not somewhere you want to go, and it is somewhere to be feared. Now, to be honest, if that's because God will use methods you might not be fond of to bring you closer to Him. I've become closer to God for methods that I'm not very fond of. I've been blown into His presence, but I'm not sure I would have at least made the strides that I've made recently in my relationship and my love for God if those things hadn't transpired. I was heading in that direction, but for me, like college is such a horrible environment for that kind of stuff, man. I remember coming out of high school, like I wasn't cursing or drinking or getting involved in anything that was outside of my faith. And then, and this is all on me because, again, I decided to do those things and participate.
Yeah.
But college is just a cesspool of so many different experiences. and sinful things that the public normalizes
Yeah.
that are outside of the faith and the things that you aren't supposed to be doing. Yeah. And like I remember, like especially when football started, I didn't go to church for like 2 years because on Sundays I was at practice. I was watching film, and even now, like during the football season, it's one of the reasons why it deters me from continuing a career in that space. Is Sundays like there is no attention to faith at all. Now, like I know in the NFL that they bring like pastors and stuff and everything, but the simple fact that Sundays is the day for that, like to me is not necessarily okay. Yeah. And another thing that I've noticed, especially getting closer to God, like number one, you understand how God works and how his love operates, but you also get a really good understanding of how the devil operates and how he tries to get you on little things that before you weren't noticing, but now I can catch like that. Like I'll be scrolling through Instagram and something will trigger me, and then I might fall back into a place that I know I'm not supposed to be, but simply because I've gotten so close to God. And I spoke about this on the previous podcast with Karen. When you read the word and you pray and you meditate and you're intentional about like getting close to God and discerning who's talking to you, because what you output isn't like coming internally. It's something external that you filtered and now you're pushing it back out. Yeah. So you have to understand what messages you're taking in, how you're receiving them, and how you're spitting them back out. And the devil has many, many names. And one of those names is the prince of the power of the air. And what that means is that the devil will use messages, and he'll use honestly, the devil uses television, he uses music. Like if you if you listen to the words that some of these songs say, and you understand the influence that those words over a repeated basis keep going into your head all the time. Like I'm not big on like calling things the devil, because like over religious people are like, that's the devil. It's okay, like calm down. But when you understand what you feed yourself and how that changes the literal like molecular structure of your head and how you process things, like now I can barely listen to like, it's called like non-Christian music is called secular music. I can barely listen to that shit anymore because now with my understanding of how words like actually change how you think and how you act and how you perceive things, I can't listen to Division, even though the beat is amazing, of a song that's called If I Get Caught Cheating. I can't listen to that song anymore. The literal words, and I ain't gonna lie, the beat is fire. If I get caught cheating, that don't mean I don't love you. That's literally the words of the song. And the beat is so fire. And he goes crazy on the lyrics. But that repeated message in my head over and over and over and over again. And then like, dude, modern rap music fucking sucks. Like, and what all they talk about is guns, shooting, violence, murder. And kids that don't even come from that background will embody that personality because they just embody that shit. And then when the time comes to actually make that kind of decision, where are they going to lean to? They're going to lean to what they've been feeding themselves. So when you understand like how the devil will use those channels to change how you think and change how you perceive things, to where I get to a point where I'm triggered by something, I can either sulk in that sadness over something that's already happened, or I can dig myself out of it and keep moving forward. Because a really important quote that I heard is, if the devil keeps trying to make you look back, there's something for it he doesn't want you to see. Because every person on this earth, you, me, you, everybody we know has a gift and has potential to use that gift for the benefit of everybody and themselves. But if you keep hindering yourself from realizing what that gift is with distractions, whatever that distraction may be, it's different for everybody. You're never going to get to where you're supposed to be. And that is the devil's intention.
I know what mine is.
Yes. His whole, and that's good. That's great. But you still have to fight it. You still, that's honestly the worst part. Knowing what it is and still being a slave to it. Still being a slave to it. Because whether people believe in God or not, everybody has a God. Yeah. Because your God is what you submit to. Yeah. It's who your master is. And it could be drugs. It could be money. It could be sex. It could be women. It could be men. It can be anything. It could be anything. You have a God. Everybody does. Yeah. You choose that God. and you may not realize who or what it is, but everybody has a God, man. And like discerning who's talking to me at a certain point, like now I can at least discern, like, because I'm not there with like speaking to myself all that gently yet. So I know when I'm talking.
Yeah.
Now I know when the devil's talking. Now I know when God's talking. I can discern between those three, because those three they're in a constant fight for my soul. That's what life is. It's a fight for your soul. Yeah. Consistently, every single day it is a fight for your soul. Yeah. And every day you can choose to either, well, one, you have to read the word and invite God in, so that that voice becomes louder, so that that voice is what speaks to you and what guides you and allows you to reach your full potential. But if you keep on listening to that other voice, and for some people that other voice is the only voice they know, so they can't discern it because it's the only one. Yeah. So I just wanted to rant.
No, you're good. No, everything you said was right.
A little rant. Damn. What was it? I'm sorry. What was the topic? I don't even know what we were talking about.
The snakes getting bit on the dick.
Oh yeah.
And me saying I'm perfectly in that situation, both of you. I'm sorry, but rest in peace.
Yeah.
Because I'm not doing it.
Can you say that for the mic?
R.I.P. to Guy Rader and Byron Hubbard.
Damn.
Because I'm not doing
I'd save your life, Eli.
I would.
I prefer.
Would you rather we chop it off? Okay, let me ask you a question. You're the person that's got bit. Would you rather we chop it off or get the poison out?
I'd probably pass out after getting bit. So at that point, I don't know.
Okay,
you gonna wake up?
Let's assume you're awake, Eli.
Why would I be awake for any of that shit?
Hypothetical.
Hypothetical.
I'm literal.
Well,
yes.
This is a hypothetical
yes.
question.
That was the most literal statement you've ever said.
Okay, fine. Let me frame this for you then.
No, you don't need to frame it. I understand.
You drank 4 cups of coffee earlier that day, and I gave you some Adderall. You were wired. There's no way you were passing out. That snake bites you, you are freaking out, and the adrenaline is keeping you awake even more. You can't fall asleep. What? Yeah, of course. You can't fall asleep. We even try to knock you out with a rock. But because of every potential thing in this world that could keep you awake,
if we shut off his brain function.
You are still functioning on adrenaline alone at this point. There is nothing in the world that can put you to sleep besides a gun. Permanently. Are you letting us do the deed?
Chop it off?
Chop it off?
We got it. I hate that we're saying we like.
Or give you a nice little, give you a nice little goodnight kiss underneath. Underneath.
That was crazy.
Underneath the belt. You know, a little. Doesn't even have to be a suck. It could be a little.
But we've just proven that it doesn't work.
Eli, again, in this hypothetical
in this
scenario,
universe, you suck out the venom.
You have two
cures
options. You. 2 options that you are wide the fuck awake for. 2 options.
You wanna, or you wanna?
Do you want us to chop it off and you ain't got no dick the rest of your life, and we have to tend to the wound?
Get a prosthetic.
You ain't gonna feel nothing.
No, you're not gonna feel nothing, bro. You know it's not gonna be the same. You know it's not gonna be the same.
Damn, we making it up. It's not like we like sex addicts or something. Like we need our dicks. Like
okay, well,
I mean we need it. We need it. Don't get me wrong. We need them. But like I mean it sucks, but it wouldn't be like the end of the world if it's gone. But.
I mean, so Eli, would you rather live life without a dick? Which, by the way, we chop it off. We still have to tend to the wound. So this wound is going to be like a fucked
painful,
up, like stud the rest of your life. That's what that's gonna be.
You're gonna be peeing with a catheter in the rest of your life.
I'm not even sure
bro.
you can pee.
Nah.
What's it gonna be?
You gonna have one of those?
There is no.
Oh, you gonna have like isn't it like a colostomy bag or something? You gonna have like one of those bags where like you got that tube connected to your stomach, bro. And so you gonna pull up with the fanny pack, and people gonna be like, "What you got in that bag?" And be like,
"It's a rough life."
Piss and shit. That's you.
However miserable you think you are right now, would be 10 times more miserable without a dick.
I can't believe we're trying to convince him to let us suck his dick in a hypothetical.
I'm trying to be fucking be for real.
Yeah.
Be fucking for real. I get it. No one said this was fun. We're not gonna enjoy it. But it's like if we have to do it, and we have no unless you say, Byron, chop it off. I'm not gonna be like, are you sure? I'm gonna do what you tell me to do.
He don't want to say yeah, but he knows it's
You
true.
know
He
the answer.
He knows the answer.
You know the answer.
He know what's up.
It's gonna be awkward for a minute, and that's okay. We'll survive.
Yeah, we got it.
And who do you think it's worse for? You or us?
You could close your eyes and imagine it's a girl. Imagine whatever you want.
Niggas got to trade off. It's like, oh, my turn's done. Fuck.
Oh, we all, yeah, fuck it. Let's all do it together. We're all in this together.
No, the crazy part is I'm really considering cutting.
They're ridiculous.
But it's like,
Come on, bro. Just be homosexual this once.
See,
Just this once.
you're going too far. You're going way too far. That's.
It's just like a little. It's just like a little suckle.
that's not even something.
Y'all are dramatic.
I heard
bro.
that noise, but I heard that noise. Stop! Stop! I heard that noise in HD. Stop it.
You know what? I really don't want to answer this question.
It's two options.
Let's move on.
No. We've answered.
Fuck.
Man the fuck up. Answer the
Yeah,
goddamn
yeah.
question. We've already answered.
I feel like he has answered
I
multiple
almost
times.
got away with it.
He did almost get away with it.
We understand that you would.
You would choose the machete.
I was stalling, so I didn't have to answer the question.
So you are on the same page with us then. That you probably would.
You would allow the.
I probably would allow it, but I probably wouldn't give it.
Okay, that's the best we're gonna get from him.
Fuck you.
That's the best, yeah.
Do you have
But-
time to talk about AOT?
Really quickly,
Carl.
15 minutes.
Okay.
15 minutes. That's all I got left, and then I gotta go.
Okay. What did you think?
Boy, the amount of feelings I felt watching that. Like, I mean, right off the bat, like they hopped right back into the fight, and it was on site.
Epic.
When he brought back all of the old Titan users,
that was nuts. I didn't see that coming.
I did not either. And then when freaking Armin, when Armin was in the paths and he straight up was able to communicate.
That was so tough.
Him and bro, for real, and they got them to like join. Bro, when Galliard joined in the fight, because he was the first Titan shifter you saw like change sides, and I was like, no. Like they got the squad all back together one last time. Like Ymir was there.
No, that was man. That was some fucking in-game shit.
That was some in-game shit. And then Rhina, bro, finally living up to the Armored Titan's name as the Wall. Like that man was unbreakable. Like when he was straight up holding that worm back, and like he got swarmed.
He got bodied quite a bit.
He did. For most of the series, and then even
in the episode,
he kept getting back up, and I think that was the whole point. Like, because before he would get bodied, stay down, and he'd be down on himself. But that was sick, bro. I wanted to throw up, and you know the part when Mikasa was kissing. I wanted
spoiler warning.
Spoiler warning. I wanted them to be together for so long. Obviously, you know, with plot they couldn't.
Didn't.
I did, and
I
wanted
shipping them.
that time when he controlled the Titans for the first time, and like he was like, I'll always wrap your scarf. I was like, nigga, kiss that girl, bro. She wants you, like kiss her, and he didn't. I was like, all right, it's cool. They're probably gonna move on, end of the series, whatever. The only time they get to kiss, the only time they secure the love is when she cut off his head, and she was holding it. She was holding it like this. And she walked away from the war. She's like, I'm going to go find a quiet spot. Me and him, just to lay. That was...
like carrying a decapitated head of your lover is crazy.
Man.
I mean, I'm not sure I would dump it to the side, but I'm also not sure I would carry it.
Hold it the way she was holding it. She was holding it like it was a baby, bro.
I mean, how would you hold it? Stop.
Straight up.
Stop.
Dude, and the Eren going into colossal mode...
That was tough.
That was tough. The way he looked and like,
bro, the fight, him and Armin like just fighting. Okay, so, because I'm trying to put myself in Eren's shoes. So my understanding is that first of all, the whole way he acted towards Mikasa and his friends, all
fake.
All of it a front.
It was all front.
All of it a front.
It was to break the cycle of war, but I can understand why people were mad at the ending.
It's not even the cycle of war. Like he was literally trying to end the Titan power. Right?
Yeah.
That's all he was trying to do.
Yeah, and he was trying to save his friends.
Yeah, and
He didn't.
The fact that he had to push himself that hard, and that he literally had to cut out his friends and make them think that he was the enemy. He literally had to drive them to need to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He had to drive them that far.
Yeah.
So like when he turned into colossal mode, he knew that even though he got blown to bits, like he had to get up and fight them so that they would kill him. He had to.
For real. So what I was trying to say was like he definitely, I mean, yeah, one of his goals was to end Titans, but I think like the message was too, he was trying to end all the senseless war by creating like one race, whatever. But in the end, I can see why people were mad at this ending, because he essentially, all he accomplished was he saved his friends during that period of war. Like, yes, he destroyed the Titans, sure. But if you remember the end credit scene, like the tree grew and the dude walking with the dog stumbled upon the new cave where Aaron's body lies, where it's, I think it was alluding to the power that the, like, what it won't come back. Obviously, it probably won't come back as Titans this time, but that like power is still resonating in that cave. So like the cycle just continued.
Yeah.
And so all he did was just save his people during that time.
Yeah.
And I can see why people were upset by that, because he was trying to.
So we're upset by Aaron's conclusion, or we're upset by the fact that irregardless of what he did,
LD was still destroyed.
Because it was human nature.
It was human nature.
Human nature
just you can't fight it.
It's conflict.
And he bought them at least like 100 years.
Yeah, and I can see.
I don't know. That looked like
it was more than 100 years.
Like
they went from like nothing to like skyscraper to like insanely advanced.
Yeah, like way past anything that we have.
Right.
Yeah. They sent themselves back to the Stone Ages.
No, they literally.
But I don't think. But I think what it was, Aaron wasn't necessarily. I think it was for the immediate group of people, like the immediate people that was already there, the generation and a couple generations after. Yeah, I think he already knew what he was doing. LD is getting wiped off the map
no
regardless.
Matter what.
He knew he knew that already.
I mean, would he have? Because he could only see up until the point where it was over for him. Because he could only see up to the end of the Titan power.
Well, the Attack Titans' power is that they can see the past and future of like the Titan shifter who holds it. So like, I mean, he was the he was the last.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So he could only see up until the end of his life. So like, I don't think he did it.
But I'm pretty sure it was mentioned that about the future, how much time they'd have for how everybody else time would have before.
What do you mean?
LD inevitably got destroyed.
What do you mean?
I'm saying I thought it was mentioned, not necessarily. I don't remember. I don't think it was necessarily in this episode. It might have been mentioned in the manga at least.
Okay.
That I don't remember. Somebody will probably correct me if I'm wrong. But I thought it was mentioned that it would be like he was going to do so much damage that the rest of the world couldn't do anything to Eldia.
Yeah. Well, he said that, but
he killed like 86% of the population.
Okay. I thought that was a lie.
No, he was dead serious.
Almost like the entire Earth population.
How?
That's a lot of colossal.
No, but how did he get that far? I don't. So my understanding, the only way he can get that far is if the Titans spread in all directions.
Yes, they just kept walking.
Yeah,
I thought that they were just going where Aaron was and was just a wall that way. The only way that he could wipe out 80% of the Earth is if they spread out in all directions from Eldia.
Well, I mean, okay, let's put it this way. Let's just not assume that their Earth is like ours. So I don't know.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
I don't know how he would have done that, because it did, from the looks of it, like they were all just walking in one direction. But in the episode,
it showed
you saw people different parts of the world.
And I thought that was a hallucination of armies. That's what I thought that was.
That they were stepping on folks.
I don't know why that reminded me, but the scene from last season when he started the rumbling, I always thought it was so corny the way I thought like the Colossals would be walking through the ocean. How them niggas was like swimming. They were
swimming fast as fuck.
They were swimming fast, but like the way they
can't run.
The way they were kicking their legs, it just looked like they were like doggy paddling and shit. It was just so goofy looking. I was like,
I think it's because it looks so tiny in the water.
Yeah, right.
Like why is this nigga?
He's a colossal. You should be walking through this shit. Like,
That just tells you how deep the ocean
That ocean
is.
was, yeah.
I will never. Okay, I will never not be afraid of the ocean.
No.
Yeah.
Ever.
No.
Okay. Yes. Back to the.
Back to Attack on Titan.
Sorry.
But not like I just. Yeah. I don't know.
It was definitely a good way to end the anime.
I thought he might have actually been. What if he had detonated every single colossal titan he had? What if he had made them explode?
Like do the go nuclear? Like
yes,
That would destroy the planet.
that's crazy.
Because okay, so let's put it to the scale.
it's like a ring around the entire world
Boom.
So let's put it to the scale.
in half.
Let's use like Armin as an example. I would say that the radius of that probably about a mile.
Armin took out damn near half of Aaron's body when he blew up.
Yeah, and how do you know how big he is?
Aaron was
massive.
Aaron was the biggest
Well,
Titan.
but how big? Do you know like measurement wise how big it was?
There was I had actually a picture on my phone. There was like a image I saw on TikTok a long time ago about where it was like scaling all the Titans starting
I've
from.
seen that. I just don't remember the measurements.
I don't remember either, but
Okay,
it was.
so let's assume he's a mile long. If Armin took out,
He took out the whole thing.
if he took out the whole thing, so let's assume the radius of the blast is a mile.
Mm-hmm. Doing quick math here.
The circumference of the Earth is 25,000 miles. There's millions of Titans. Millions of Titans. Even if just they covered the square mileage of the Earth would blow the fuck up. It would just blow up.
Yeah.
Shit, that's damn near the most efficient way to do it. That nigga really wasn't even trying. He really wasn't trying. If I wanted to end the world, I could do it like that.
It's like all I have to do is blow these things up, and it's over for everybody.
Everybody. No, it was weird because I don't know. That kind of shit scares me. Like seeing it. It kind of reminded me of like how AI does that. When you see like an AI video and it does a thing where it's constantly changing into something else, it's kind of like weird looking.
Yeah.
And they advanced Eldia through like the different generations and centuries, and how advanced they got, and just how inevitably they just sunk right back into war.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, history always repeats itself.
It didn't change a single thing.
Yeah. I think that's probably why some fans again were pissed, just because that ending makes it feel like everything
feels
was just
redundant.
pointless.
Yeah.
But it really wasn't. In the grand scheme of things, like he set out and accomplished exactly what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
He wanted to kill all Titans. He did that. He wanted to save his friends. He saved as many as he could with the situation that he created, obviously himself. But I don't think they could have done that ending any differently, because
Right.
at the end of the day, it's that the theme of that whole show was human nature.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
So you having read the manga, how did the endings differ? And this is the last thing I'll ask about.
didn't they add the conversation that Armin and
I think that was in there already. It's been over a year since I read it.
I remember I saw on TikTok the dude was comparing they had the conversation, they added in Armin punching him and like being mad at him and shit, because in that scene where they're first sitting down in the canal as like little kids, Aaron told Armin 86% of the population, and Armin just sat there in the manga and was just like, oh, and like depressed, but in the anime he straight up decked him. So I think that's the one thing
I will definitely say the changes made from manga to anime, I would say were kind of minor. It wasn't anything too drastic, but the changes that were made it better in the anime than it was in the manga.
Okay, but how was the ending different?
Eldia still got destroyed.
Like did they
what
do the
you
whole
saw.
like future?
Yeah,
they did
it
that
still got
in the
destroyed.
manga. They did that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it still got destroyed.
Wow. So the end credits just followed exactly what the manga did.
For the most part. Literally, like the end of the manga, like after they defeated Eren and all that stuff, you saw the talk. Yeah, it was just them pretty much just kind of fast forwarding through them explaining that Eldia still ended up getting attacked later on down the line.
I mean, yeah, like thousands of years later, but still.
Yeah, because some people didn't fucking forget.
Yeah.
And then you got to think that hate that they had for that. That lasted a very long time.
Well, okay, let's.
What time is it?
6:45.
Ooh, shit.
Stay tuned for more. If you're a returning member, thank you. If you're new, thank you. Welcome.
Thank you for listening, guys.
Peace.
Malcolm and Karen, appreciate you keeping my seat warm. Never again.
Looking forward to
Never again.
Tune in. Peace.
Peace.